brand new. The car no abandon. Brand the car no abandon.
Bread ye wachina kunyao. Ishiraka neat etiefonyina. Ozioma ADAKABRI oribo baby.
The car no abandon.
Yesi okwai tware suo. Ena suo tware okwai. Panyin ni hwan ya. Yebo okwai betu asuo. Ozioma ADAKABRI FRIMPONG MANSO. Wachina kunya baby.
Yamama Transi na Yamama ha. If you need 100.9 FM so, and it's a year back Manasui, and then a fiada, a year a hinime bosumina ye remui, nida a toso, a year in sia, a fee empino and some, a fee empino eduno emino. Na about donko apahu, meeti eduno and 9, a year Friday, October 7, 2022. And time just about gone 24 minutes past 1 in the studios. ADAKABRI Mahmoud Osioma and Amidi Jumadi Chiame. I'm senior co-character. I am Ansan Chiame, Staff Sergeant Pabna Mafu on Namso Emma on a special project and Odi Ehunjuma Ede Amayeng. The maestro, Miami Wafase, na Magjerry, or say Ajimine, and on also sono or utility. Na ohwe democrat na wie dia man and na kwa free yen so na sabese mrante kwa eme no na fe so technical production no ansana production ni nyina no esipanyi kwadwo na yado ne na so na ono na koliko de kwa wode eba ma bibia ekoso se kama ede amayen Magere no aso na bodi chidomo a ohhehye bibia ede ebaaye ansa na technical production de abrafrema bankro one me banna na ya safo abrafrema sanmrane se Mara, Michi, Mafa, the two always glued to their desk, never leaving their desk unattended for any other reason than to take lunch. No one will say, one more year. You might Facebook and any other social media handles. Bibia Ebeko Ede Ama Yene. You pass it from my engineering group. Engineering group on also so and one eshe make us say my ultimate meaning. Achu Agbo, Walker, Jaka Najari, Nanabuaje. Ada sankroma ya sare mrane gyan ogina kwadu sempro odi kwadu
hey
osene de nna kondo
odi pananum
sa
no pan ye hu de oye wa
esa
sa no pan de ofa wa no pan na hu ni ha
sa
no say no na ne kondo
ai
simple na ka
ai
okay
the lunch no
yeah
kwadu na kondo de
ono ye ne heavy bado ni medidie mum no, yeah, heavy nano pano.
Okay.
He's
a king at the breakfast. So no. Not just why yes a slave will be at lunch. Nah, and you know so. Why yes a queen no.
It's emuye. Why are this with you?
Why are this with you? Right. Inti and some no. Aye then a dorsum.
Yeah.
Na ene yani the writer analyst. E.G. Bachman, Ebo Bachman, and a better come on varied issues.
Yes.
Now, so no, Alpha Kobina Kennedy, MD, but through 2 articles.
Okay.
Now, quite interesting.
Okay.
Back on FA or Secretary Secondary School. I Omodi 85 years. Now he writes.
You do 50 years.
Oh, where is Musa?
Oh, 50 years no.
Musa.
Oh, over.
Amusa.
Oh yeah, Joe Wise. Or so on crowd up to me crash. Joe Wise. Honorable Katie Amon.
Covenanta.
Dr. Martin. The person make compile wo munyina me do because me do ma be si wanim.
Ata Kennedy aye bia ma na ye fe.
Na so case ne na ye.
Metum boas na. Making kind Alpha Kobina Kennedy. As someone what you are focusing.
Oh, fine.
So hilarious.
Oh, wow.
At a point, na akwabi kurasi ni bia no cool case. Na ni hu so ye kurona sini no abo case. Na owroso.
Okay.
And obia na no do obeka bia na sound bite.
Oh, okay.
Do obeka bia. And say okokko share se bia ku. Say the simple okokko share so ebie. Ko share janan no so a. Senior ba na senior na dedre no say obesoro be free on. Na senior akosto abrantie ma o sorry free ejanan no so no ora e na ko share say o madai na oro so no just imagine say the usika no mi anka menyemu was se kuta mi anka menyemu se kuta no a ko
nyemu another wajo no asoreko
we su di kuta no eti
usini anagaza waso be so
eti ata Kennedy meto mboase na makenkan say is beautifully put together so no a chese osam dodu every or secretary secondary school na obe win African Cup ma Ghana 78 and 82 international so timi say o me etija na sports master
o produce pa
ni nyina na Kennedy aka ho asem enti osam dodu so koye no na chiri no na Mr. Kest by answer na osam dodu ba na because Mr. Kest no so there be a case no munya sports masters because Mr. Kest ni usu bossman usu the other name ma
so no sports master
on the no be headmaster bossman Mr. Bossman the other name bossman usu the source no and then Mr. Kest so ye eti ye be boase pa na thereafter no at Kennedy true baby na ade otro ye no so no incidentally na benefit so Esu Churo Bibi say a religious card will be played in MPP's flagship contest and no benefit no year and question mark. And today he's asking whether he's been vindicated in October 2021. October 2021 no Troye. A religious card will be played in MPP's flagship contest. Atakene de susu Churo Bibi.
Okay.
Na atakene de susu di ono susu Troye no. So it's like adi na yenim se besie na esi ana say saying na esi etie at Kennedy so no or title ni de no the MPP's ethno religious trap.
Oh okay.
Or say the MPP's ethno religious trap. Ben also puts it a religious card will be played in MPP's flagship contest.
Yeah.
Itiene ya betu ebo ase na ya hwe ni nyina ansa na ebo backman so ababetna. But then MPP stories no mako and a very interesting story, our graphic. And they always come out with the truth and accuracy every day.
Yeah.
And then graphic puts a very big story. Quite interesting one. About Ghana then, you know. Also first after trading. King Kamienti.
Okay, I say first after training. I say Ghana Town.
As an award Bema and I come there.
I come there be them.
More that Starbucks man. Miss Grill.
I didn't Miss Grill. Can we be brother? The Miss Grill on this Starbucks. No one in there. What the only the frames in the crowd. The one kaku
he doesn't know.
Don't worry.
He doesn't know about Miss Grill.
Never. Miss Grill there. Yeah, Miss Grill. I'm with you. Comedy was a Miss Grill. Another day.
They give you either with a side of. Plain rice and answer jollof. And you chucha chicken kakra. And you chucha beef kakra.
And then the friends like a we party.
And the other cape.
And the other pen you anymore. Oh, okay.
A friend
will be on quite nice. Come
woman and Odi. Okay, so 20 cities we do for did you 20 25. Come on. No.
20 cities. So 20 cities say okay.
And okay, Mohammed Beba, musical Mohammed, or do talk with Noba. I'm man, 30 cities. Kasasa Bema.
Okay, Wafa. 80 the woman is say Ghana Tiles, Rwanda Goose. And I take lead. You will say no. After the buying in and say, yeah, be Dijana, a Jadiano, a yetimi, a year. A BBM had a dready, etimi.
Very interesting, sir.
Very.
Ghanaian companies.
Very.
A Shama.
Yeah.
And I'm calling 1D1.
1D, yeah.
Task. And as I said, after guided initiative, no. That task, Yama Quine, I export to be the
Cameroon, yeah.
So, no. Yeah. A Cameroon for Saka. The same way Rwanda for one so no. Dear no, so the Abase. Rwanda for so and Saka first consignment of
Osawoshe Hana. One also take lead me Rwanda from the call, no.
The almost the Abba Ghana Hano. As almost Eddie Biaba Ghana say, a seminal and the papa. They Rwanda for Etimi Eddie Eddie first.
Adia Afamani so.
I say Rwanda the end of
Rwanda the end. I was a Ghana the Nana.
Ghana the Nana, also, but on and Rwanda so the coffee products and or the eba say and also so LFT into no Rwanda the coffee aba and Abagana and Ghana so the ceramic tiles echo and Ghana second company so
what you say them yopo
and a second company so a ben so oil palm plantations at us on our western region one also or the palm kernel oil adwongo and or the Kenya so no answer and a year consignment of tea product as to every Kenya and the meat products also expected free a year Egypt Egypt
no so beba say Egypt no so beba
let us say intra-African trade
yes
and excite batteries excite yes to them and also so our aboso kan Kenya at the a year 1,000 a year excite batteries at the Abre a year Ghanaian company or Babesi a friend gift Fiano it's gifty 1,000 batteries
no the other this is within
after it's gift you almost so I am Emma Kenyan ambassador a Kenyan high commissioner I say it is say yes here say intra-African trader that we are getting somewhere can you got these are the big stories we should be talking about these are the big stories we should be talking about say yes Islamic tasks and then yankoto free Italy yankoto free Spain now you the free Ghana the akwa Cameroon next one manager when Dr. Dumfana economics say about intra-African trade how does it Obakan say impact positively on the Ghanaian economy na ani nyina no akoto assistant commissioner of customs in charge of after secretariat edi akoto no kai met me akaiwa a special prosecutor I can't say wo kwa akopɛ akugiri no wo kai say papa yi kwadwo damoa aka kire ne say akugiri ni akoto and a specialist I training woman say woman enye de be after adwuma no enti chinchina na kugiri so special prosecutor adwuma and wo makwatena wo manim guase ya da ho de ti wo say ye kwankwa ye auction e wotema habo wo adia na ye yo kwa wonim na guase akoto no na eye adwuma etimi ehwe akoto ne bo be ma fefe awu na no mfemfem so ehwe say Ghana ni yakotraining se be ka wonu akoto ho na momra mehwe na after said you betimi facilitate amianya preferential trading between African states who say abroad ni nipa boni 70 special prosecutor no mu ko ka bo magbegu obi anim ase ena manum agu ase no akoto ne na ye adwuma aye facilitate intra-African trade and then graphic puts nicely first after trading
because wafa we say we are here can nyina no then we have to position ourselves very well as a country because after no there and one and
that's the way forward.
That's the way forward. Now say one yan sana be there because o man why you normal na what they call obia ene there no dey ba and no na ye de chichiro man
over 320 million West Africa pay 320 million no the whole Africa so you saying let's say if we are able to trade among
ourselves sir
so na China na wako China no be we say within Africa no ye ho ano ye betimi aye necessary no Ghana also the next step that's the big news coming I'm can show unko tie mu obi antie bi so no technology and industrial parks technology and industrial parks mako enum and a trade ministry no almost setting up technology and industrial park and it is there omo yadia incubation incubate enti no boss obi ante ho hwe it by the time we go for president and as a president you really sad we see na besne ne be bia no then the president I mean say really get surprised hey ade ni it is hard channel so that's my catch on say technology and industrial parks ni hwe ba bia besi no
enemu eba
and no key anchors into say who technology and industrial park aye manufacture normal na say after no ho no mo a wo di be kwa hini fa na wo di akwa hini fa ma we aka say won pe the after is the big news and omo e dey aba
because ebebo ama adwade atimi akoso abibimam no abibimam na ama yenso yaman no yatimi apagya eba ne sa na kura yesikasam no ho be din o so yesikasam no be dey because ya ye didwa e wo ya ye ho na aboa na just say yetimi e de no ma go say yes say ne yenya ceramic tiles ne
e free shama
akwa kopie mu Cameroon
so it is all cut from 1958 time European free trade area almost shase e de ne sa e de ba European Commission e de ba ya unse omo de akwa ma omo aho ano omo timi it is the same with Africa to me ya na just ye be ko ye nim papa enim gu asefo no so tie de keken paying compensation to all customers we can't wait to pay ECG to pay us esem no mu de na we can't wait to pay na when sika na mo de ato etu sika
how dey we kwa na san ko bi ka tom so metu compensation we say PUS for na some ka say one man metu compensation dey awom ni say yenka bi nhie mu ana prepaid ye no ma prepaid abubo ye fie ekoba say ye prepaid o koto credit yi kura credit ne ma amafo dem amafo nuane say amafo dem sumu ebinom a je say sumu so de nocturnals ne tontom mo a wo mu di akurisi wo sumu yi ye hwibinom ne ade malaria no kwa hospital no kwa say ECG for so mo to be compensated so mo compensate nei ekoba say PURC e ka say wo mo enhwe no mo tuotua compensation for my customers wo mo say no kure nie ade kwa ju wo so wo the evidence ba wo enhyehyɛ kakra wo ho enhyehyɛ
eno so ni gray area no eno so ni gray area no
eno ni asa enhyehyɛ kakra wo ho so provide evidence ye pa just answer the compensation ni dey just affect bo akwan aye bibia wo ho etu wo mo kra dey enye obi na esa nka ka kyerɛ mo say wo mo mra na wo mo emba mutual compensation fama ye customers are affected ene wo fa mo so wo mawie but ade no mo wie smart meters no eye adwuma but the awodi meter wo de card no kwahye mu no eno ne ma master master no mo so ma wie wo mo ka so ma wie na mesere na me za mo so nse me na mo gen ya da su mu smart way no your friend is saying ya de shemu no ya de shemu no ya de shemu ne ma ya de shemu ne ma obakon meter na ni ayeko
na omo app on the in Apple Store no omo app on the year juma
app on year juma offer
sir
media ma try to be try na mribi explanation me nya ne say app no say me de fa me meter no mo na me nya error so na me nya error na mom yesi ebi de ye adwuma me mom de me de nya adwuma enya adwuma in terms of system na so mo synchronizing ye so mo synchronizing ye na bibia etumi koso kama na wofa ba ko ebo ha nso finder
what's this
finder enipa 1801 na sabiri wo mawu
a period of 9 months
na we say yes so ati o
to 17.08%.
08 almost 1
January to September 30, 2021 no enipa 2172 and as a result of accident and as you see akwa 1801 into say o hwe baby to say pedwan kwanta etu ofankwa ha road crashes no this okoko busa ngrovo ye bo mudin sen suhum police MTT di suhum no busa MTT di enswam and they will tell you about how accident especially head on collision etimi
abafom
completely so no because of that dual carriage because of the dual carriage in sa stretch no anka accident is no chichiwere na ko bom ne pay wu ni ade no enne no sa dual carriage in wunyanti I wouldn't be surprised to say I contributed to the 17% decline on death but 1,809 months is still
high and I said the papa kokra wu kra na high into 1,801 we have to do more
divided by 9 let's just say busumi be 200 divided by 4 let's just say now it should be 50 divided by 7 statistically 7 persons die each day.
We are within the range of 7.
Over 7. 7.14. So no.
So we have to do
dual carriage not me reduce there. And na ye more ye ho. And 9 say bit me.
And na dey na ka dem wusimu wa ha na eje wo de akwa wie asafo. Wusimu ha na ka kumase asafo labor ho no. Na ga wawie no. na afei ne yɛho nsɛdeɛ ɛkɔ nti sɛ yɛtumi yɛ biribi fam nti ɛnɛ ɛno nso aba bɛda hɔ a yɛbɔ ho mpae sɛ nipa baako koraa no ne piece no
ɛyɛ ɔsɛ twitwe secondary school
okay ɛhɔ na ɔkɔɔyɛ
I'm not working. Na kwan fa so di copy o case. This me catch now. If that's quite interesting piece.
Oh, that's good.
Na that time o case o brade. Na ababa wa bi. Frema o case na omne fie bi na na share wo. E wo Dr. Bafumone na sister no okoya santoa. Ne fema mbruwa.
Oh, okay.
E free say mbu. What listen that what I did see
Mami Brewer.
No, or no actually no.
Brewer for motor call ya santo. Some headmaster ne baba.
I was a very Brewer.
Brewer, Doctor Otama General Hospital. Ya Brewer.
Saya Brewer and the Brewer construction for. It's no case for no any a year Brewer mufie and a share war.
Oh, okay.
Now when you are overlooking Dr. Bafumone on na mambru a ukese for no friend akaje munni school papa bia mo ko mamo friend me e because no ko ya san 20 enta to ni contemporary boys no e na ehwebum nti jese o ukese atakane de na atwuro yi ukusutie neat 100.9 FM na atakane de no de opotoy wo tworo no brofo na me na me ba me homede say metimi dia batwi na menyan so rigid say ne brofo na watworo ne na me eye de be interpret ya na no nemo me kan sade o kan twi no a o se ka no was say o case eno adi mfinhye adu watwe enum o say twitwe senior secondary school o say school ni sha se ne ye friend Asante Collegiate what on to case no mudi no ne friend Asante Collegiate
okay
enti o say eye kwam chiritwie be ma kwam chiritwie eye yesa friend no eye Prempe the second onu ani school eno no na school no na womo emna ne a womo de to a say service to God and humanity na just say womo ne chairman general and hwebom o say service to God and humanity na in fact o say twitwe at 85 no womo ayama na ye fe papa na me atakana dia make say in the 70s na me call honom and me call form 177 no I just want to say in the 70s and also so echo a form 1 na ni nyina no say wakɔhye bibia se wo ho na wasɔre a na ne nkrofo na wo mu dwawo manum na me prese me call presec and am go say no no de agya on fa presec nwa nanum on fa presec nwa nanum ko si say ni nua no mo no ko se twitwie no na ni ji wo mo ho obi de say oman ne Dr. Amwa Praku wano na okaso se twitwe de ben a pani school and you can pee around just ugo se twitwe a ubetimi adwenso atwa ho ahia wamwa o se twitwe so asase ne 0.63 acres it is 0.63 acres there ubetimi atwa ho ahia and a presec is so hwe ba bia presec free every University of Ghana Business School edit to aswa ekọ UPSA edit to aswa akọ Madina omo preschool assign the ba overpass ya say presec we dey watch me adwonso atwa ho ahia but o case there 0.63 acres there edina omo disre no na we nyina no wo hwa o case no wodo ani bua na aka ase nye school bia nenso so ukọkọhwe Harvard University adan a egu ho no mo a edan nya enwanwa bia saa na wahunu se Harvard wodi mpa bia na o case so o maye bi papa o se o case wo matimi ayede bania o mo di lawyer fo aba o mo di businessman fo aba omo the educators just omo a teacher for any nurse for any doctor for any doctor for I mean so any they mean so any it's
but special eyes and every behind come
na okesi ye kan dia wo sese eba agukansie mu dia okes omo di enipa papa eba mirika tuo mu soso a omo di nipa pa ba ma omo timi ama Ghana yate Ghana nim se dem sikan no se ba akuturu se soccer pa football yi pa so dia national milo contest yi no omo di nkunim nya baako enye mienu in the 90s de okasi ginam papa nti ebasa na ebasa Ghana yepe obiamena be coach Ghana no atumi akwaje enomade aba no eye coach Osamdodu ona na sports master wo kes and Osamdodu timi ba ya in 1978 and 1982 Osamdodu etimi ebebeje eye friends African Cup na ye and o say eye okes ebe Brazil of Africa. If it's a Ghana be Brazil of Africa, eye okes sports master and otimi master de we nyina bae asanteman ena o say eye ehimfo akese o mat betna eye sikwadwaso no otumfo o setutu abebio ono nso so oye de ben obebet oba o setutwe secondary school na ono oye Atakennedy no wo say ono de okoko pie o case na brofo yusu ye no brofo na ehu na ede this a free match check and mean in my also no okopie o case by serendipity asema mi got it serendipity hey asema be serendipity no na just say obi a just nyese wa shada so ko ne by e kwan bi so no na wa kopie wo so na asa akoye nhira
dia man
hwehwe mame so no obi a just say enye ne nhyehyɛ enye so ko ho no enso na bibia ba na kwan na asa akoye nhira how do they put it there? Serendipity, the occurrence and development of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way. Don't I said that.
That's one said that.
No serendipity. Hey, urade. Brofu die ye shiebi. Queen so na de brofu die akakoi. So, nti o say, o ye ne common trans no. One select occurs. Nanso so e ba si ye gye no ena ne maame ka kire ne say. Oni sika a wode ne be ko college. Enti e ba sa no na ayedin inti common entrance examination no teacher bi na etua ma no na say teacher no kura na chese oba be sra obi na chese sebi waba ne mpena ho na obi hunu say Atakennedy ne ma me nyeska ama common entrance no ko ka ho asem na eja opeso ye show kakra che ne mpena ne nti na oye opesika na de baaye na we nyina kura say no obi ka che ne say he wa pass na ma me so ni sika sata no mo tetafo enti kuma se tafo ubetimi anante afri tafo abo kes on se do sika yo incident aso o kes so no o mu free di cham so no o mo ko tafo yeah enti no so tetafo no ena obi ka chen so obetimi anante e de abo kes enti aba se obetimi e de anante afri tafo abadi cham so no ena afi no ono a Atakennedy no ni ma me nka ho obi anka ho eno nante pam eno ko headmaster office kokoko I mean akwala wasam ne sen ai me pese enti okọ kache headmaster ne se opese obo kes na headmaster se okọ pepanyini bi no mra wala ketu abegirigina se pese mbo kes obo kes okoko du fe sana na ma me so akwa akọ pe shoemaker bi se oni shoemaker nko sua mpaboayo so ahunu enti afede de ogagache na ma me se dabi onko jan wo kes na onko headmaster na ma me so onko ne enko china woniska enna wo swin ansa na ne ma me no ye den eti ase se okay oni ne be ko kes no enti oni ne be ko kes na yakutie asem kro na de chi oni ne ma me ko kes to mo ko kes wono no ana kokoko drew headmaster na nimu a afede ne ma me bie na no a kan wasem ise so no ma me be kan bia ma ne ba no ana o se ono akwada no kan wasem kire papa no ana on de o kan na asem kire headmaster no say asem ne nie ana headmaster ne busa ne say na common trans unim de wunyaaye ana Atakennedy so ka kire headmaster no de common trans wunyaaye the headmaster no e confirm wie ye no and the headmaster no if any free bro for share says on ka fante oh no ethnicity
okay
nse fantini and on na ka bro for but time I check Atakennedy ohunu
baby oku
da bi ohunu no common trans no grade wanya no so and o share say one na ka fante no ka che ne ma me say obeji akola no and o ka che ne say obehwe ama Atakennedy anya CMB scholarship asebu kwa mankese so ya nua koko
Okay.
eso sa Kennedy koko CMB na onyaye udwabe unya CMB scholarship
me the scholarship na wie me school fees da
sir
na me no unza at Kennedy story me na me podcast me na nya CMB government scholarship that time me defend the pay me no I was first in the class. I was job secondary school. I never paid school fees.
Fremantle school
fees. Because I mean, I call Kumasi Anglican. Na mo me call to house anyum.
Tuma anyum no nti.
Anyum no come kan bo. And na me papa if you abrochire by that time. It was na and na me jina na me bo house anyum na no sick.
Haka dunia.
O kan woni trim. Say bebe na.
Baby wadro.
Okay.
Haka dunia.
I say one of the catch say. O catch say Joe. What is that for school is one more the car. One more the car buy. One more the car buy adan ya home so young kodwabe. 80 young kodwabe ya Mrs. Sam no magum and one that was the end. And I be free Kumasi Anglican Secondary.
Sir.
Cars na be go science. Oh, na me a science student for cars.
And
I be the PA dwabe. 80 later makwa me konya dining hall prefect no and na me papa baby sam say minim de enti oyi me free car there be no say hwe sa wo za nwom na wo to ye no
how za nwom na wo to ye no me be bo nwom na ma obi atie sa nwom no say wo do be ko eye Anglican Secondary School
o say no akwatia line o say cars akwatia line
teacher say Dr. Che opposite was and Dr. Che okay na no capito no so hunu enti we e ba ni say no na je say wa hunu say
to be anwa we pie mo baby
to be anwa we pie mo
baby me buy no so eh ade na ekoi me wan na say government scholarship bi that's abre na ye fa nipa mienu science mienu general arts mienu agric mienu visual arts mienu that's the best two students and we can jagu mo and one na me dey wie so me school fees na wie secondary school oh yeah me the scholarship na wie yeah, government scholarship.
And the Kennedy say, CMB scholarship.
Yeah.
And a headmaster no, a can't say Obabuano and pass so near CMB scholarship.
Oh, okay.
And or they call it free education. A third year or co school. Musumi, you didn't call Agri House.
Yeah.
In the Agri House, no, that was the first time a young man on one impa.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Eddie, the Wawumpa. The first time I was in one bed. Why did I say secondary school no call you the first bed? Did you have your own bed? Did you have your own bed? You are sharing with your sisters. I think I
what for secondary school? Oh, secondary school they near your best. Hey, me your best by to me they can't see my grab a
see a question no. Secondary school can come down pasoda.
What's your secondary school?
Secondary school a woman Jerry can come down pasoda. Now come on.
And they say to that one. I'm a Kwame or Mempa.
Oh, come on.
I'm a Kwame or Mempa. Me Kwame or Mempa, Medazo.
I got to Mama, you were here. And you want to hear the Margaret, you want to hear me watching away.
Oh, Baba.
Mrs. Malik, near friends saying, I know you remind me. I'm Malik Jabel and a new now new Roman and near friend saying, Munina, Mrs. Malik, and I
don't know, yes, Antoine.
I want to know headmaster.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you Roman in a no worry cremoni.
Okay.
Eti at Kennedy assembly again. The year wakwa copy a year or say secondary school or say by serendipity. I say or say secondary school no. Our co-case no. Na brabum and any a bredi kind our non kwanya nempa. Na face so timidity anopa. Edidia wia. Edidia nyumre. Oh. Na Mr. Braid ye. Afi na wabe penasem headmaster ne friend Mr. Braid. Na chese wabe penasem. Busumi bia na se be no amana ba no office obusa no se wo te sen. Na Mr. Braid no o se ne nipa penasem ne nipa do no. Na o ma school no soso no na ekoyie. A chese ne bibia ni hono mo a na eha wo mo. Na obia kai aye Mr. Braid ni nsem bia no woka. Na we wo potoi. Or say it is better to fail honorably than to pass dishonorably. Uko boapo, uko boki, now pass ya, pass ya, and yani munyam sem. What was your boy?
Every passing be passing. There be every passing be passing.
How can you? Never to or say, say, I better to fail honorably. At the end of the day, say, what failing in soon was a woman. So, now pass this honorably. Awa wunim say uwie mu na de pass ye. Enya de papa. Na o say enei odwene kwa akira na nka Ghana be hia bibi say ya obra Mr. Bray or boy no anko be hia. No say ne dormitory hono no na nimpa na oda so no. Na ye nipa mienu bi mpa baako na agyako na oda so. Ena baako so ye Steven Dako nana ko fisanya ya na omudi omo ho nkomo omo abrabo mu nsam na omo ka maaso ho nsam ena omo ka maaso ho nsam maaso girls dormitory na omo ka ma ho nsam
omo ka pa
mi huri so na jese normal jese weekend no grovo boys ko wie yom papa sika e de ko toto normal de broma I say maso and visiting no ososa no mako dormitory
Fremako girls school ntina ono kan visiting no kan masope but maso no ye call miss school no maso no na ye adwuma internally
na chese ye adwuma internally just waso from the other side enti na omo eken osinukure ne na ma ne bi ho ofe ai anu betimi ama bema wan hwe ye kura na wo mmobra pa bia na boys dom honom no ne nipa ne bia honom aye makoso ansa ena later kofibuzi asoso bai afi ye transfer ni free agri house ede ne kwa anoche house ena okonya namfo foforo eye John K Badu ena asare kodua asko na fe no odi wo mo kire no ena okọ eye ni senior na odi nanim baako eye miami nua Dr. Poku Adusei ono na eye Kintampo eye school ewo no medical school wo Kintampo no Dr. Poku Adusei Poku Adusei was a gynecologist or president of the Ghana Medical Association Poku Adusei song aminu ya no and okoye medical superintendent Tama General and they see a working tampo okwa Kintampo or the bayira brem prensa iti uko Kintampo na ho kire ope ko Dr. Poku Adusei so ADAKABRI se memra honom na yei na ne Poku Adusei na odi atakane de no odi nanim 1 year iti Poku Adusei obeto no presec iti presec legon and was akoto no medical school enti afa no oni Poku Adusei no omo be ye se nua do Poku Adusei di nanim baako na da bia Poku Adusei ehwehwe no na Poku Adusei etunufo enso na Poku Adusei anyine sene no so hono enti wo se aye se no erade we say house akra na native language of Ghana ha na uko a yanka hausa o
okay
so uko zango yanka hausa uko yendia yeni baby hon meka hausa so hono enti wose afedie wose afeta bia ne Poku Adusei hwe no otunufo enti for instance say the first year okoye no headmaster eba anopabi ena obenka say O level resource no aba it will can say wasamba back to okay so and you see O level resource number na edipa miensa omanya grade 1 with distinction 1D sana no mo frɛ no ɛna omo ekeka grades ni nyane subject enti anche bia ɛna emu baako ne frɛ no Frederick Yaubio ana ono no so ɛna honom ɛna omo nyina dimrika ekwohwe Frederick Yaubio se watwa 1D to hono etina I say why celebrity bi sa na teacher fo no so de na omo damufu a teacher fo akire made wo case no edu be kwa na ye di hu ye gi achinyi se a teacher fo no nipa de hin pa na ye kai no a obo ayen o si teacher ni ba ko ne ye frɛ no ahia na oma ayen kontabuo eba kama o se woni be gi kontabuo because of ahia to hono ena echire no okoko hia no ahia ewa University of Toronto abra ahia ebe ye professor ahia at the mathematics sa akopie University of Toronto ena ono atakane de ko hia no ho ai no se eya Mr. Okrade no matwi oma English so no chese okuta my students be exceptional o kire English ne ma wote ase emetu na mesabuache na chese chemistry no so o ya de papa na obia ni mesabuache class and also as a direct quotation nobody in this class is good enough for medical school yet and now I am Mr. Boachi no check chemistry no also hwe mu a bia ni hono mu a ne mfe obetimi akọ medical school enso so na Kennedy ba medical school yo te obia ni misabuache class a obetimi akọ medical school. This is a chemistry teacher and wo bu nkwala na ba mu yet as a Kennedy ekọ medical school na ASCO na as we will put it rather or say that man had a paw in his ball. And that is a direct quotation.
Okay.
That man had a paw in his ball.
Okay.
Just a year ASCO student, catching a fellow student said, a year chemistry teacher, Mr. Boacheno. Let us say, putting in a good shoe when son can't die. Hey, excuse my French. And a band said, let me say, do a free year. Already, no friend, not right. Or also the Omomani Baji government as a subject. The senior house master, Mr. Yinka, or also so no BK Bible knowledge. Now, also on many people feel said, okay, the delegation you call Yorubuam. Aqua Bompire. Now, a English teacher by constitution, your friend Atia. Much school them at Tumu teacher D Atia.
And they are common.
Or say Atia at English impeccably. Like she dressed. That in English, a whole check said they were dressed, Atia no. Oh, and they are Moncoria teacher for no. Na Abeta Bodom. Na or no a year. Or say favorite ex-teacher. Abeta Bodom no. Every students every school no. Ebusam said the Mokrano. Muhusitia said the Munina Musi a Abranum come free school or da. Na a year. Abeta Bodom no. Or Tessa Kennedy by University of Ghana. No Commonwealth or no. Mammy swing. That or yeah. She was so distressed. Said ne Bata Kennedy dear. I didn't know what said Okoye Vanda. And the Vandas, always would Minka. And no one about the young cat. Miami African who's also answer Razak Alawa, a Vandas and the young Kanaka young Kanaka Legon Hoff one Naja, Omia Kamapa. Na yea, and now or sick corporal punishment on the teacher for at doing. It was so good do from 5 a few weeks before O levels, and a friend called staff common room. The time at Kennedy could do staff common room, and no who send the teacher for Makumako and 9, and now almost shame 1 month. Na the Okasama Munina, Nasmo kind in after Yenina Haying, someone sano nyefe, some Jerry Sano. Truno was so one sano nyefe. Now, Yana Hayen said, Oko Tresam Sibianoa, 10% of the maximum, Uber if we say a year and Namon Sanunti. Inti, yes, no, a dear near it is set teacher for San Catcher and also say, on Shen Hui, na yea, and entertainment is no manager hopa, entertainment prefect also hasing. And I was say, Crofomiano, Omoja at Matmako London, Abba on holidays. Let just say the whole case of Mumi open at Mako London holidays, Abba. Omo buy us so noa. Let just almost seminar and say, Yako entertainment. Yes, yes, Sabia London. A year bumping. A year kung fu fighting. Kung fu fighting. Time what that? So no. Enti a year bumping. On Bessana for them crowfay. Your man woman can say a year bumping. I say ya woman could swim free London. The abano. MSM. Okay. Now for your DCC, a boom say ya torso. Omdom torso to boom say ya. Ye buba could assist him. Enti I feel it as a poor boy. But one man was in the way. Me better met me a yippee. Na jam nyamen kwanka na part of the anatomy no enka ebubu ikura so na Danny horse there e ho say DHP DHP for no what are the duties of a DHP
DHP that's all when also be hwese obi amen that's all
DHP na juma so be hwese obi amen
because enkoda no wo me a one enye demonstration
so me a
one nye demonstration
one nye demonstration
da me a prep time so immediately obeko no obi akọ
me a prep time obi abeko
obi a discipline
so nti wo ye DHP a hye nso say obi abe oh abanga obi abedi dia me peche
DHP there was said we bejoro an eba say wo na wo kuta school na koma because wo come maduano boni bia demonstration e be koso
na ye and Daniel prefect betena ase went me anyansem bia ma meka e be gba Mr. Bass brofo or see the following students were found fluctuating about during classes as you say FLUCTUATING but the following students were found fluctuating the way we can we Daniel Basana yana a man samu dani o prevent no be basana mo yende.
It's fat no na of blood.
Banana. Hey! And it's just somebody didn't was ano. After the Asip said that was not enough. Into more float to a tree and I watch you you would amputate hedges. So no, not just a more I don't know. Into now did you home command to know say I go economist and as well biologist. And it's an into not soundbite machine. I go classing in your drone one. No agree house. That was a now just free a crano Asip to Nana and Hano, baby of free Nadia and Hano. Adia no be suan na han no bia na no bia na sem bia obeka bia no obetu am say boom 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 tum sa na just say wo tutu e de mam na yei na wo kokot na se bia na so tu obepia ma obi ababie ompie ma obi mabi na senior yi twen no in the time afedi wo si abonten no ano na senior yi keka de opebia de kire no ade no akoche ho so afedi akwawuro so eno shase na senior ke kutamia nka menyemu on quote where they dream and the final incident at the inter-house quiz no and Bedu John and a year or no at Kennedy I'm dominating for a year Anoche house. And the final question about and say complete the following and the story is the question is if music be the food of love. I say the final question was complete the following. If music be the food of love. Let's just say the third member of the team was a gorgeous lady. Now I'm going to say no, or not a Kennedy ni John Bedupe and Nakasa sa. I feel woman the Amonka. I rain Kasa, a ray beer no ha. If music be the food of love, then play on. Give me excess of it. Yeah. Play on. Give me excess of it. And what you try into a case at the end. No cranie. Na a school and a more de papa. A hospital. And no shall see some man. Nipa be a ben woman. It me free more. Enti a free more. It be any a year. The late said Kofi Dakwa Chensen. And Elizabeth Edu. Almost a woman form. Into almost students now. Almost fellow students will be a free musano. Nemu ya papa no munim said wo city ekosi se sa de bae nti nei ataka de so ogina we so aka congress e de akere ahenema for munyina de mababe ose dwitwe secondary school enyini wa hoodinimu no mo nsumo nyankompon ne eye omanmu ni nyina da nyina after Kwabena Kennedy class of 1978
wow
ai it made me from 1 or from 4 and I buy Afake. Obia want a story to tell, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
And he all count story and can kind of saying.
Watch you pa. Metro the aba. Sorry the baby
Prima. How about you saying?
Metro the.
And now, how about you saying? It will be a moment in Ubia and Tron it and far wrong. And who here papa?
Okay, saying 85 years.
Hey. I say, this life, everyone has a story to tell. It will become. On Facebook Live, King Lampre King Rashid of ADAKABRI. Today is World Baumialization Day. And what the buy? Good afternoon. Me mighty weekend edition. Thanks. And a cake from Kaswa Kenke House. And also or the ebaye. A jabata. Also, the president meeting with the MMDs is just a mere formalities to deceive Ghanaians. And Onukroya was saying, Nanaya Abrampa, or see what greetings, need FB show. It's airborne inside Termadia Port, Terminal 3, and Okasan. Comments Apila 2. Or say happy birthday to the greatest vice president ever in the history of Ghana, Mahamudu Bawumia, Dominic Danso, and Ekase. Or say good afternoon, watching from Nkwanta Oti region, or Domi village. Greetings to incoming national organizer Yamin Bediakon Bahami P Ebenezer. Good afternoon, ADAKABRI. I really love your show. Today is our incoming president, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia's birthday. And I say Nanakuya Mwabuating, Dr. Bawumia is coming. Good afternoon, Father ADAKABRI. And I also the and then I also so Walker. Now and also I final story na feno. Yan share a Benefsin. Asambena Okaye. Benefsin. asɛm ena okaye na yentie eno nso so in October 2021 ɛdeɛ na benefsin kaye yɛsɛ story no wobɛhunu abɛka ho asɛm de akyerɛ ya story no say ko page 2 and say Benepsin vindicated on what he said in October 2021. A religious card will be played in MPP's flag bearership contest. That's all bit me ashwe the amaya. That time was Ghana web esoso ekofai ede ebai.
Wafa. Yeah, all kan wahano.
As a full story no yeah Wednesday October 6 2021 and
October 6 2021. Also Benepsin says religion will play a big role in who becomes the next presidential candidate of the governing New Patriotic Party.
Good evening Ghana.
Good evening Ghana program I say. And now Okokan. Na say if you realize let's see. Or see if you realized the Wesley Girls Muslim thing really went into the I know it's that time now Wesley
Kakumudi girls for
and I suspect that certain supporters of some of the candidates will use the Muslim card. They will play the religious card.
They are going to play. Vice President me anko bua sa akwala no Wesley Girls wonom. Nti e ba say the moon sensem esi ba ye Emma Muntaka Mubarak Muhammad Omoji editor woman ase no. I just say you could tell say a religion there a be play card papa na ye na chese ma a poster no ye de be nia or see Muslims and na ombenya voting for another political party.
Yes, it's also what a hard quotation and wahano also now that will have a double-edged sword because when you play the Muslim card you are going to unify the Muslims.
Who can be BNS Muslims in free says on poor Masama. Na ma wo nyina no adwene ACP se bia on beto ama particular party be
who may have been voting for another political party. Don't say that means the Christian vote is going to be split among 3 or 4 candidates. It's not just say I say nkramofo no ewo mo a as a unity bi wo mo
akoba ni sana na chese kramoni bi ba nkramofo ni nyina be kwa akogina kramoni na chi na Christians nso so no eba na chese Christians ni mu acheche na chese kramoni na wuram enti okan sana de kwen na osande direct quotation ba say the Nepsin further noted that as we speak now most of the candidates who are serious either they are at the various regions where the voting is taking place or they have highly placed persons within their campaign team to be there and try to get their support elected at that level. Let's just say, that time, no, na elections. Enti kremo samuno, and I know what you say.
On the demo. Also, how say he also said the eventual successor as MPP flag bearer would have his unalloyed support to break the 8-year jinx which the ruling MPP has christened breaking the 8. Furthermore, he also promised to allow the parties MPP
NDC for no and I could decide Kremosam no Wesley Girls Nachi Kese. So no, it's not Nina Chase, a quania passwa, a handle, sa a year Kremosam no, Wesley Girls no, HSA, Kremosam no, Ebebem, two shanemy and sa, a year Kremosam. Ana zongo sam ana esremu sam nti esremu baako zongo baako kremo sam baako miensa no afeye hwata Kennedy o say MPP's ethno religious trap so hono e je say we free ha we sumnie akwakoye amena bia yatuo a MPP betimi akwakotom na Samuel Kennedy so o kan ye enie o say MPP presidential primaries no baby just say noma bia twetwe so na ebretintin ansa na hopsin adoye kura beka bibi ama yakwa kwatwe na bo so yi no hopsin ne de yade ne ye bibi obeka ne se scapegoat bi ekeke ne yade ne ye MPP da bia no ye nam kwan a ye be ha ya ankase ye ho abra we free ha ene we sumnie na ye sode a ye kan sa no na yenhwe na enoma bi ho no ma yentimi nyimfiri ho no ɔse MPP edini kan dankwa buzia domo tradition no obeka no sɛ saa ne yadwiri adwene buo si yɛpɛ sɛ yɛkɔ enso so no enye ensamnane papa na wɔsɛ yɛsoso ɛsoso so ebi sɛ wo fa no sɛ de gigina mu no a santini bia yɛ mo ne dini ɛwɔ saa dankwa buzia domo no santini bia ne ho a yɛbɔ ne dini ɛwɔ enso so no wuyi santifuo firi mu a enye yie ɔse fantini bia ne ho a yɛbɔ ne dini wɔ mu enso so fantifuo etama ye tutu sɛ yɛbɛtimi ayɛ amanyɔsɛm yi no ɛyɛ finfin mantom ɛne ɛyɛ ɔse enkrani bia din animu ɛso so wuntimi nyi 1948 ɛyɛ noma bia ni kwabena bɔnenim ɔmo yɛ a etimi buaye saa so ɛna ukɔ western region so a park grant ɛyɛ meeting a yɛhyɛ aseɛ bɛyɛ no wɔn na tu no bottom ɛde ho sika ɛde baayɛ eti sɛ wohwɛ ɛyɛ nipa na ɛbobɔ mu din sɛ yɛyɛ founding fathers na wuyi ɛyɛ park grant free mu wuyi chiamia koto free mu wuyi obi chebelam te free mu wuyi ni kwabena bɔne efree mu a na gye sɛ adeɛ bɛyi ɛta to so mienu ɛhin fa ne yɛka sɛ yɛyɛ no sɛ wei ba ne wei aba enti buzia dangwa domo no wei ba ne wei aba edu bɛka no sɛ ebiri bɛn ɛna sɛ ne wusi aduru domo so a ebiri bɛn ne beduru mfantefoɔ no so ebiri bɛn ne beduru anwonafoɔ no so ne nyinaa no ɛm sɛ mo nyina mo yɛ hu ba bi a mekeka ɛde korɔ hwɛ obi de sɛ ɛyɛ the big six and sama keka ɛde fa ɔmo ho ne nyinaa no ekoko wie sɛ ɛnya de a etimi di tumi bi aba obi sɛ big six we free ha nti na ɛwɔ sɛ ɔno ɛna otimi kɔ na emu susu sɛ generation bia no ɛhyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɔmbɛsan atwerɛ history no foforɔ na sɛdeɛ yɛsi ɛfa de kɔ no baabia ni wɔn mu a yɛka sɛ saa nipa wei wɔno ɛna tumi ɛba sɛ yɛde ɛma no MPP yɛni regional bia yɛni ethnic rotation formula bia woyɛ vice president a na no nkyerɛ sɛ wona yɛ future presidential candidate wona yɛ call primaries wotɔ so mienu a na no nkyerɛ sɛ yɛ kɔ a wona wɔse yɛde ma wo wo kra no yɛyiw na sɛ asan yɛ san kɔ akɔyi foforo bie mu a nkyerɛ sɛ wona yɛ san de ma wo ɛno nti ɛna adubu ahenkura ba yɛ no kofoɔ yɛyi no ɛde kofoɔ ba 1996 in fact sɛ ɔyɛ president kura no a nkyerɛ sɛ automatic yɛde ma wo ɛno nti ɛna ɛyɛ J kofoɔ ɛne na nadodankɔ kofoɔ ado no yɛsan renominate wɔ mo 2004 ɛna 2020 enti saa ɔndo ɔkyerɛ mu sɛ enuru obi a so enti no nipa aduru no so no ɛyɛ delegates ɛna bɛyi no enti saa ade a ɛna wei yɛ kramoni wei yɛ wei yɛ kristoni ni nyinaa no egu bibi a wɔtoro no brofum sɛ unintended consequences enso so ɛyɛ misguided ni nyinaa no yɛ saa national cathedral nsɛm yi a yɛkɔkɔfa de ba yi ɛna ɛde nipa bi akosisi baabi sɛ ya yɛhunu deɛ yɛyɛ ho ɔse parties no deɛ wɔn pick candidates for elections wɔn pick candidates sɛ yɛba bɛ on a long service anaasɛ yɛba bɛ justice ni nyinaa no sɛ in 1952 Republican Party wɔn choose ɛyɛ popular war hero Dwight Eisenhower ahead of Taft abra ne Taft no so na wabrɛ papa enti ɛyɛ a few months ago Nigeria for kokoyi Tinubu ahead of Osibanjo ni nyinaa no kyerɛ sɛ economy aginsɛmu yɛhunu yɛsidi aginsɛmu aban na de ne ti pimpim pono ɛne IMF fo hwebɔ mu ɛyɛ Ghana governing party no normal ɛba no sɛ adenti ɛna MPP for ɛyɛ next leader na yɛ nyinaa yɛ adwene ho sɛ ofiri hene na hene no ɔsom ni nyinaa sɛ Ghana for ɔma settle sa argument no ɛfa baabi obi fire ɛne adwuma ɔpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ in 1951 the people of Accra Central ɔmo eyi obi chabelam tesi nkyɛn ɛna ɔmo kɔfa Kwame Nkrumah free prison ɛde ne bɛyɛ Accra Central MP 1979 ɛyɛ Hillary Man omfiri baabia ɛna otimi bɛbi te Vitousu 2004 edipa ɛwɔ Central Region ɔmo ɛbɛka ɛyɛ J Kufuor ho ɛma obiti Atamils 1990 ɛyɛ MPP for ɔmo de tumi ɛma Paula Foko national chairman no ɛnyɛ sɛ Sabiaku Paula Foko no ofiri srem ti na de ma no na ɛkyerɛ sɛ Paula Foko no obetimi ayɛ adwuma ne nti na yɛde ɛma no ɛyɛ bawumia yi ɛsɛ wofiri wɔsɔ rekrom ɛna nka ofiri wɔsɔ rekrom na ɛba sɛ ɛnyɛ sɛ ofiri wale ɛna okofiri wɔsɔ rekrom a ɛnka still ano yɛbɛgu so ahwɛ sɛ ɔyɛ obi obetimi ayɛ adwuma na na free yakoto ana lanchirematin omo yangunafo ana so omo yamampurusifo no manko ya santefo kura na still enka wo competence nti no enka yebehwe e bi ombetimi aye adwuma no ntimi de me atake de madwene ye me ane se eye religious test no eye relevant ni nyina ne se ubehunu no kure no na no kure no age wa free wa haw mu enu nti yakwakoye ne se religion bia yenye se obi antimi mra ebi that you do unto me enti ni nyina se yenyi eye focus on religion in free wo na any ethnicity in free wo na yemra mehwe competence and integrity ehwe competence ni integrity a dia Ghana for wo fefe no enye se wo tenase na no ma ginsemu na de ne nam IMF na fe no wo ba ya na eja conditionalities honum wo ye ya aka se mesum ha ana me free ha da bi competence and integrity no mu a dia hwehwe ne se wo betimi ahwe it is the best argument for the new mandate ne se obi obetimi aye ne yie enti yentimi anhwehwe eye obi oye kasami nkuminya na wabama awia kete ya wa awia fufuo di amano owie ye niwie ye nkesu wie okura na wo san hwehwe se anwumene fufuo no ya munya mebi dabi enya sa na ye no etidi ade asi wani mu no di wie na ye ho adwuma ansa na wababe atakenedi eno ti kukrudu papo oti nano papa oti nan right atakenedi waba mapa mentonka kasa ye na mento voice unye papa yo ebo backman from the central region eno ababedru no mapa Kennedy they are all can say yenhwe competence and integrity na yen disregard religion and ethnicity we initial comments on Kennedy piece no Mike,
me share politics as no me ni encounter kakra and me hunda we be na adwum do politics the respect in the part issues we raise
Bradam cities do mam manam raham na yentren kan yi yentren kan yi Ebo Backman ofri gwe na waba beto ye wa hase right mapa yente we
I say opinion or your opinion a mubu ni ye nti nesama okay no me say ni ye ya no sure there nzema bien and also as a corporate so odi isi wa there nzema bien also obi biara MPP be yi no also there oyo bia oyo competent have so our integrity no na Ghana for bo hwe na wato aba ma MPP. But one thing in there, you can be competent, you can have integrity, and still lose election in Ghana. There, apart from competence and integrity, there's one other factor you can't take it away. On your day, any of the mazi wo nipo kunuma. Ibisa so there, and a nyimpan or your market tabula. Because somebody can be competent and have integrity, but the feeling on your marketable. In this case, you know, elections or lose elections. Then you miss your winning in our financial because in your 2 muna, and you get 2 do as a baby as a boy woman. And yes, I agree with him to a very large extent. Competence, very important. Integrity, very important. But there's another important factor, which is the factor of marketability. Whether the person say, and you could go there, Ghana football trial warranto. Because you can't govern from opposition. You can only govern when you are in power. And you can only have power when you win an election. And so you should have a candidate, say, Ghana for beyond the competence and the integrity. Other factors, if you are na watu abo zaman onen kakra makafa ni asam na okay no
right enti ede na yemra medwendwen wo eye EB Bockman na enkomo a EG Bockman enkomo a ye ne wo ba ababedie ahoboamu kusuneti neat 100.9 FM.
Oha Ekri Ponkno Needs FM.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think special ice, natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwade no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya jon to ma miensa duku potomanto. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibian so beri ni waware ni a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. Udan kwanu ntumu ho. Me be mo anu nso hye kwa dia ka ho. Uhade a wapi ho. Ukasa batete. Eda fom ho. This way chocolate drink.
Crash up a baba worry.
Aso.
Ye fear say this way chocolate drink, ya sorry, no pan on yenum. Ye bishop fridge no snack. Ye nya ho ho anu ye de serve wo mo. Ye didi wie ne ye pebibia bogu ya de so a. This way chocolate drink ni yenum. And this way no ti anu a, he se kire wom, koko wom, prick wom, bibia wom, ade wo hia ni so se.
This way chocolate drink.
De wo hia ani so se.
FDA ahwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atum se eye.
Utie Oha Ekri Ponkno Needs FM.
Now, and Friday, October 7, 2022, and happens to be the birthday of the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Alhaji Ali, His Excellency Alhaji Mahamadou Bawumia. You know, October of MPPs. October 3, Alan Chematin. October 7, Mahamadou Bawumia. Backman, what do you make of that? I mean, you could you. Happy birthday.
Honorable Alan Chairman, the birthday we'll see on the 3rd. Ghana for Dudunala wishing happy birthday. Now, and that's so Babaye Ura Vice President Dr. Bawumia birthday. Busianko. The Odu Bino Dunasa Ozina Woda, or the Hinano. Yaza anwa na nyije yazima ne tirunkwa na yesranya me ni nhira yazima but me hu bibi wo Facebook a oye menyije oni de oye trade minister oral enchamatin me hu de wa wish Dr. Bawumia happy birthday, but I saw a statement there. I want to wish my brother. You refer to him as a brother. Happy birthday. From
the page of Chematin, or say, my wife Patricia and I wish my brother and the Vice President of the Republic, H.E. Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia, a very happy and blessed birthday celebration today. And then there is an accompanying photograph with Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia in a 3-piece agbada, a turquoise, outfit. A very brilliant, a very nice.
Yes. Maturity is also key in politics. Because you be honest, so only be required against who's in the birthday or wishing happy birthday. But opinion actually there, ebusianko Obi a repre there obi the party na nyim susu ampara na so ono man ya atamfo. Nti say nunu rezi no birthdays a obi here them a wish an happy birthday. For me, a very important na I say the yin na ala yesua. Then you bi kwa kinsa ono nche there oye wotamfo. Nti kakra maka o birthday sem no ho. Ono yin ankasa so I wish oye vice president. Open oye na adom.
Right.
Man kwatinten.
Awie what's it Benepson? The piece or Troy about ethnicity and religion. After Kennedy, ethnicity near a religion. And you are talking about marketability. Introduce you into market the best candidate in a marketing environment.
Okay. Maybe Shasina, I responded to Oya Dr. Kennedy ne asam no keno. Because be there. Competence and integrity alone. On to my who there obi they need kogode there kotwa na Ghana for botwa. There's a third factor for me, very important, if not the most important factor. On you there. And the MPP, political party biano, or your production unit. Moka production unit, our political party no, a produce in Yumpan Etran Magana for. Na Ghana for water, no more tum. May addition Ghana for 100. Na as says in Zama, ma, a man conenium. The 2 months one Yumpano ho. Now was in there, Etran. Who candidate now? That's a wapa. Na woman otum ezibuman. Inti the issue of marketability. Marketability no. It does not only depend on the product Aeroton. Because a product in market A will be a very good product. The same product in the market B, it will be a very bad product. Even though the quality of the product itself, you know, on the same. So, when you come in there, it is the market that determines there who as in a return or ya on ye.
So the market determines
yes, what to produce to make profit. You don't say there, okay, as you are in fail. Make sure fat am some from the same material some cotana go bottle unto them. A pede eton as an uncle as I was there there. ADAKABRI also there uncle Igona or a pede eton as woman. Ekona survey. Ekaya research. And then in there. Igwana mokoton as woman. Nimpana woman one subant then. Igwan ne bobi accident. Igwan wana nom na wozimu akotene pa. Na se ehwe gwani su ye ya ebu wonde igwai nzeme bi wona ekoton no woma aboboka. So you check the market before you begin your production process. Before you even buy your machine. Amon kasam epede eton azman kofoto. You want to produce water to sell. You are in a dilemma. Are there in who say Antoine bottled water, Antoine sachet water. That problem will be solved depending on where you want to sell. Because if you want to sell East Legon, for example, where one income level was so no, sachet water may not give you the profit you need. The Antoine bottled water, you can easily make profit. Now, go to a place, be there or any other part of Accra, one income level no low. That place, second turn, bottled water or what? A walk out. And then, Eton, sachet water, a binion for so. Once again, it is the market that determines what to produce. Now, MPP want to produce a candidate and sell to Ghanaians. My argument is that if you want to do that, check the market. Ghana political market, this is the nature of Ghana political market. Briefly, I said there, I check who are the dominant groups on the market. One of them about eku na what does so market because epede market into mkade as bibi adu bomukol. Eba chicha market mu. Okay, market Ghana population last census Mese afo na odos wa Ghana. Nti one dominant group in Ghana are the women. So if you go to the market, one outstanding feature is that women dominate the market. Another feature is that the youth form over 60% of Ghana population. So the youth also dominate the market. Then you check. There's one tribe that dominates the Ghanaian political market, which is the Akan tribe. They are 47.5% of Ghana population. Then there's another dominant group. For me, it is the highest group, in terms of numbers. That is the Christian community. They constitute over 70% of Ghana population. So these are the dominant groups. The year candidate because you can't decide for somebody what to buy. But you can produce, based on your research, what you think there's a market able to turn easily, then your profit na kofie. So my argument is that MPP, because of what is happening, let's be honest, and I will give you some figures to back some of the things I will say. MPP, because of what is happening, is a wounded party and a wounded government. In the sense that the result of last election, as you compare 2016, what is happening currently here. Unless you don't want to accept it, objectively, the 2024 election is going to be the most difficult election for MPP to contest. Honestly. Inti, my argument in there, nkofo fa wen gbefu wen rapport Morocco do Ghana. Nkofo fa wo a wen yenhu bi woka ofi wan mo oba. MPP here a particular candidate. So when you go there what turn now. When gbefu wen raho wen rapport no obi baka there. Mom, MPP because of what is happening. But because of this man, I will vote for MPP again. Because that is the only way MPP can win election.
That is, you need a particular character or personality
of a candidate. Because in politics, sometimes a party wins elections because of the candidate they choose. Now, sometimes a candidate wins an election because of the party he stands on. So there are two different issues. People must get it and get the understanding right. MPP is a party no cause there. Party na hozen na nyima ko form kakra. Let's be honest. Therefore, MPP will need a personality or what certain personality trait to be lift the party to another level or to a level higher than where it is now. So, our candidate is of serious importance. We don't joke with it. It is not as if MPP has grown to a level where anybody can contest and win. It is not like you are in Ashanti region where the most important election is the primaries. Once you win the primaries, you have won the election. It is not like that. Ghana as a constituency is different from where a constituency where MPP dominates. Here, we don't dominate because our political market is so competitive that since 1992, NDC win 4 times, MPP win 4 times. So that means the market is very competitive. So when you are going to sell in such a market, you have to be very conscious. Which candidate the women can easily buy and give us their votes.
But before you go into that area, Tell us again, or tell us more. Difference between party to me winning because of a candidate, candidate to me winning because of a party. Yes. Tell us the difference.
Okay, let me show you the difference. Political party be when you dominate political scene for a long time, and they have done so well that when people hear the name of the party, they follow the party. Such parties, oh yeah, it is not so much about the candidate they produce. It's about the party. So you can put a candidate fairly or averagely good, and the person can easily win elections. Because of the party, because of the strength of the party. But in a situation where the strength of your party has gone down, a candidate in terms of market appeal, in terms of marketability. People can look at the candidate and say there, this party view, and that's 2024. MPP. Because of this man. So the man now becomes the reason why somebody is voting for the party. So
the party would require somebody who would attract votes more than the party itself.
Not necessarily, but a significant vote that the party which without the person. So it is important that you bring in somebody only minuses
or minimal minuses
or minimal minuses. Obia so okasama Ghana fubejinezi.
Okay. Integrity issues.
Yes. Obia why ye bida? Because politics are promises. So if I promise you there, the mazisuyam, the mazimam, when you komudu junction do meji, na say you kokoro you do one jar. Also kokaka ma on the wokonum orubwa. Next time the same person catch you there, the mazisuyam na mudu one meja ebosuya ensuya. So MPP needs somebody our track record in terms of Azar were to achieve, giving Azar was a man the on shadow. Okay. I mean, one mom, damn, I think it's get them on shadow. What's the mama no? Azar made to my ye from Wabeni. This Emma Cassa, but to my ye. It is a Nipacono so cut the as someone for example. The major issue in Ghana now is youth unemployment. It's a major issue in Ghana. I'm saying as a result of issue of unemployment. Now, the next election, the most important factor or message that will dominate the next election is job creation. Because people have gone for a year school. 3 years, 2 years, 4 years, 5 years. When you're so they are hoping there, Abani Baba. Obutumna wabwam wenye juma. So for example, MPP will have to present a candidate. So the platform no so kasena promise youth a juma. Youth no a track record in terms of job creation. No akade pepe why you be that? On your corner for that will create a juma. Was a mbabun. This is a young Rishenum. In just one to Abamana. About boy Henuma. Then you can easily appeal to the youth. So that is the kind of candidate MPP. On your there, party no, Obibia or Baby Abutumin. MPP is a very strong party. My brother, my sister, if you are listening to me, let's be realistic. Let's be objective. And let's accept the issues as they are. MPP party, considering our strength in 2016, last election, and what is happening in Ghana, definitely 2024 is not going to be easy. Doable, possible to win the election, depending on how you prepare.
Yani Ebo Backman, or analyst and a writer, and a ADD and more. Okay.
Make up 4 factors or
Yes.
4 features.
4 dominant features.
Yeah, dominant features. Any marketer. For example, remember another example. If you live close to Zongo, the last thing you want to sell is pork.
If you live
close to Zongo,
around the Zongo
community,
the last thing you want to sell,
or a community dominated by Jews or Muslims, the last thing you want to sell is pork, because the dominant group there, compare pork. So you can sell pork, yeah, but you make profit, or you make reasonable profit. So in those areas, you produce what they want or what they will easily buy. That is the point I'm making.
And when you produce something, say you are producing for consumers, not for yourself.
Yeah, not for yourself.
So you produce what the consumers want.
Yes.
Because you expect them
in
to.
Economics, they said market determines what to produce. You don't determine. It's not the producer who determines what to produce. The market. That helps the producer. So eventually, it's the market that determines what to produce. That's why I've always told you there, in a monkey sanctuary, if you want to get more monkeys, you don't use apple. You use banana. You see, because because on a game of numbers, you see, politics is a game of numbers. When you sit down and you are doing your strategic calculations or decisions, what you do is that you be someone there and him find the numbers in war. Yes. And he find the numbers in war.
The numbers will give you the victory.
Yeah, yes. So you look at it and say, okay, 72% of Ghanaians are Christians.
They are there.
They are there. You can't wish it away. You ask yourself, even candidate you know kwa. Stofo, ni suban na brabo, ni bobia, ni nziye. Oye nziye ya Christopher bepe. Na wakade pepe. Ebotu abam easily.
It is a reliving the lifestyle of the dominant group.
Yes. So you don't just pick a candidate. Even candidates na me now. To connect easily with the Christian community, which is the most dominant community in Ghana. Which candidate say we can easily connect with the women, with our message, with the candidate himself, with all the things that we promise to do. One say able to connect easily with the women. One say able to connect easily with the youth. You don't just produce a candidate. You have to sit down and do all these calculations. Then also you ask this question. Last time about my example be, I told you that you call by election of Amina. I call by election or Abra FIFA we you call by election. I think Abu Bonsra was the one who won that election. You cry when you call operations room Mr. Peter McMenu, God coming, John Bwedu, all of us, the Agada. Look at on a game of what numbers. So they brought previous elections results in Union War, damn area. There are certain electoral areas be a young boy wasn't cry. Baby there were 5 polling station executives. Is that polling station? What are being at train? It means you have 5 in Ponu. Obium to about man. So Mr. Peter Pacman, oh steady as an answer. No, there's a problem here. Even though we are in Ashanti region, those particular communities communities say Yazo Hono. Oh yeah, fancy dominated communities. Oh yeah, go more no wash your way a cocoa farm. Into what Mr. McBurney said was that Buckman, I would on your Hackman. Joe Hackman was then the MP for Apam. Now, I'm paying for you okay home. No, so that Ashanti region MPs, you know. Oh yeah, Deputy Minister for Mines right now. Usubio, Enin
Obuasi.
Yeah, no, I mean all of them. Young ones in Nina, near for her. Walk on, Wakasa Michen. What's what I want is Sanfum on Casa.
Sanfum on Casa.
Oh, man, here the Fantifun, and one on Casa. The idea was that we can easily connect with them.
Are you getting it? A strategy. So when we went, in Perfume Shastra or Casa, now what was sponsoring yet? Now, Perfume catch him the Pokemon, Swana Casa. I'm sorry. I'm Shastra when you come fancy. Now I realized that the numbers were increasing. People were now coming. You can say, boom, no, Kofuruba. Because what's there? Obi the can one can say. Into a proper film, Pacono, then I gave them the message. That could be a year from Pokemon. Do it again. Then I will speak. Hackman will speak the fancy language. And you know what happened?
Tell us.
We won all those areas. In fact, Ohina Jekum, I said Ohina NDC. Ohina Jekum. NDC. No, I think he was even ambassador somewhere.
Canada.
That time, no, a polling agent for one of the polling stations. So you can imagine how serious NDC are taking the elections. Because we were able to connect to the communities, we won all those areas. The results are there. Right? Because Mr. Peter Parkman realized that this should be the strategy. And I'm saying that in politics, it is about strategy. Your strategy, one, must based on, one, the kind of market you are going to sell in. Your strategy. What is the type of the market? What is the nature of the market? What is the dynamics of the market? What are the, the dangers? Let me put it that way. The dangers.
Or the challenges.
Yeah, challenges. Then, everyone know, maybe say that, even kind of competitor, in a war or market,
Yes, what analysis?
Yes. So when you know the nature of the market and the nature of the competitor you have, then you decide what to produce and how to produce it. Like that, as a qua, you can outwit your competitor because your strategy must give you advantage over your competitor. You don't pick a candidate, a pick we are, and send them with or them advantage over me. You don't do that. Your strategy must be that when all is said and done, you will have a comparative advantage over your competitor. That is how we do politics. You don't just pick a candidate.
Let's come to the four dominant groups. Yani E.G. Buckman is a writer and an analyst, and pure politics. And AD and the four dominant groups. That dominant groups no. Who should be a votes no one a hona ewo. Yentiwe.
Okay, Adakabe. Let me now let me go into figures more. Figures kakra. I just want to let people know the politics is a game of numbers. You don't miss it. You don't miss it. Last elections, I want to give you some. Last election, if you compare 2016, NDC one stronghold, by northern part of the country, and the Volta region. So today I want to focus on the northern part of the country. 2016, we had only 3 regions. Then we created 2 more. So we have 5. Now, 2016, if you look at MPP performance, vis-a-vis 2020, MPP made a gain. They gain in terms of absolute numbers. MPP, one numbers or increase for northern part of Ghana. 2016, MPP, total vote of 547,106 votes for the 3 northern regions together in terms of total votes. And compare that one to 2020. 2020, no, MPP vote of 876,140. It means in the northern part of Ghana, no, MPP were improving in terms of absolute numbers.
From 500,000 to 800,000.
Yes, from 2016 to 2020. So that is the gains they made. The difference was 329,034. That is the gain MPP had in now 5 regions. So the 5 regions, that is the gain we made. Now let's go to Ashanti region alone and look at the gains NDC made in Ashanti region in terms of absolute numbers.
Okay. In Ashanti region, the NDC made a gain if you compare their vote in 2016 and 2020. They made a gain of 702,000. Yes, 686. So much as we made a gain or one stronghold, the gain was only, as I told you, 329,000. But when they came to our stronghold, they made a gain of 702,686. So you see the difference here. So what you need to do is that now you have to protect your stronghold such that NDC doesn't get this kind of numbers in your stronghold.
From further gains.
So I'm telling you, a game of numbers. And if NDC could perform, because normally, when a party is going to a second term, again, I mean, look at all the record from Rawlings time to President Kufuor time. When a party is going to second term, the figures or increase most of the time. But this one, we made a gain. Yet NDC made a super gain in our stronghold. Now, let's go back to Ashanti region again. In the last election, NDC won 9 regions. In the last election, NDC won 9 regions. NPP won 7 regions. But you see, something happened which every NPP member must have interest in. Serious interest in Ashanti region. Even though Mahama did so well in the region, MPP beat NDC with 1.79 million. MPP now 1.79 million.
That's the total
vote. Then this one figure crossword to 600,000. Oh, in Ashanti region alone, MPP beat NDC with a vote of 1,142,675. I repeat again. In Ashanti region alone, MPP, despite the fact that NDC did well, which shouldn't have been the case, MPP beat NDC with a difference of 142,657 or so. Let me have the figures right and tell you.
Yes, 1.14.
Yes, that is the figures. Oh yeah, MPP's BT NDC Ashanti region. Oh yeah, 1,142,675. Yes, I got it right. Okay. Now 9 regions in NDC were winning in Ano. All the 9 regions were winning in Ano. NDC will beat MPP with a difference of 1,151,292. All the 9 regions, so the actual 9 regions difference are NDC was MPP. Actual difference, let's say about so Ashanti region alone, difference are MPP was NDC. NDC beat MPP only with a difference of 8,617. So you see how powerful Ashanti region can be. Which means
that is, if you take away Ashanti, then you are talking about the numbers left.
Yeah. So let me explain it again. And let me take my time as a teacher.
Yes.
Yeah, let me take my time.
Not as a writer,
but as a teacher. I'm saying that in the last election, NDC won 9 regions. MPP won 7 regions. In all the 9 regions, NDC won winning. Okay. NDC will beat MPP with a difference of 1,151,292. That's the voter NDC for BTN. Difference was made in all the 9 regions. Let's take only Ashanti region as one.
NDC demonstration.
Yes.
You are using 9 regions.
9 regions against NDC. I'm using Ashanti region
Only,
alone against NDC 9 regions. OBT and in Ashanti region, you beat NDC with a difference of 1,142,675. The Eto Yanze Yinyano, if NDC wants the Wunyanuma, NDC BTN only with a difference of 8,617.
This is say. Yes, yeah. Baby, NDC, a win in 9 regions. No, you can't figures in a boom. Near can MPP figures also in those 9 regions. A boom one.
That's a wood FIMA.
That's a wood MPP the free NDC the one. Ebeka 1,151,000.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now they are changing. Now about Ashanti region not the NDC nyaye, the MPP nyaye. So what take NDC the free MPP the anymore? Ebeka 1.14. 2.
Yeah.
I feel where we know. Now what 1.15 no? Every 1.14 no.
What 1.142
1.15 no.
Yeah.
Then you are left with
8,617.
It is if we had only 10 regions. And year 2 Abanwa and a self figure NDC would have won by only 8,000.
Yeah, 617.
But as we had 6 other regions.
Other regions are MPP
winning. And then the man advantage they winning 500,000 extra. No?
So what it means is that MPP needs a candidate. One. The cotton or Ashanti region Goma. Tensuruto. The Yoruba. The Swantifu being a JCB Wanumu. Now wait to Waba out Waba to Waba. More than they did the last time.
In order to maximize
your advantage,
the advantage in the 6 regions, Noah and Kasa permutation of 9 to 1. No?
Yeah. So Ashanti region is key. And so you need to think of a candidate that when you present him to the Ashantis, they will come out in their numbers for us to exceed 2 million votes.
Immediately you have apathy in Ashanti.
Of course.
You are doomed.
Yes. So that should be your concern. And the other 6 regions, you see, that is why I, as an analyst or as a strategist, when I'm discussing my issues, I discuss all factors. I don't leave some out. You know that all the other 7 regions and all other 6 regions that are MPP winning, they all account dominated.
Say it again.
I'm saying that apart from Ashanti region now, I'm more satisfied. All other regions and MPP winning the last elections they no ultimate winning power. No. They are all account dominated regions.
That is the standard bearer Asante plus the other 5, other 6 never can. No.
Now we're account dominated.
Okay.
So what it means is that you will need a candidate that can easily connect to those.
So when you maximize at the 6 plus 1, that is the 7 regions.
Yeah.
Account dominated now, and in fact, accounts is also one of the 4 dominated groups you are talking about.
Yeah, because you see, political party is made up of people from different ethnic groups, but they have one agenda: power. So what it means is that you look at who can give us power. That is the most important thing. If the person gives you power, then when the power comes and they are sharing the post, whether you are from Tumu or you are from Nzima land or you are from Gomwa or from wherever, you still get position because then they will consider fair distribution of position based on region balance and all that. Regional balance and all that. So the point I'm making is that MPP must be power conscious. At the Kennedy Kassembi, not at the Kennedy. It is not as if they want to satisfy a group of people there. They and also they are until them. The key factor is that per the nature of the market situation, per the nature of the competition on the market, which candidate should you present to win power? 2 things: the nature of the market and what is happening in the market.
The nature of competition. I've said it and I will say it bluntly.
So the nature of the market, the nature of the competition overshadows ethnicity and religion.
Yes. Because maybe you want to satisfy a particular group of people so that they also feel part or they feel that we are also leading a party. But what if you take the person to the market? By the nature of the market, the person is not marketable. Give you an example. Pork is a very good delicacy in Germany. Pork is haram in Saudi Arabia. So the problem is not the pork. The problem is the market difference. So you check your market before you sell. And I'm saying that MPP must be careful. You see, one thing that shocks me about politics or parties, political parties, is that sometimes it's like they throw common sense out of the window and they fight each other for no reason. Then they lose power. Then after they have lost power, they get their common sense back. Then they sit down at a table and agree again to fight a common enemy. That is what, as that one thing I'm imagining, because commonsensically,
when you're in power, it should prevail.
I mean, you should know that this election on your election was it a try and error on your matrama election. On your election, your candidate must bring you the numbers from dominant groups. You can't win election anyhow.
And you said that 4 dominant groups were?
I'm saying the 4 dominant groups are the Christian community, the Akan community, the youth community, and the women community. And these are huge numbers.
So what are the characteristics of the Christian community?
I'm saying the Christian community, yeah, per the last check I checked, it is 71.2% of Ghana population. And you see, one thing people must know is that MPP for Untemiye, I watched some video. I was shocked to hear what was being said in the video. It was about Galamsey. I was so shocked. In a typical Galamsey area where people are digging, you could see mud on the people who were listening to the man speaking. And the man was saying that, oh yeah, Mr. Mahama, John Mahama, no, ask me the young brand, young Bakasa. No, see, young Kancha one day, on the soba, Galamsey, no, or Bisham Kina, or Wakosun.
Okubwa in video.
Yes, Wakosun. Nah. MPP before they want to be on Galamsey Akofum. When we know what we are been to, I said, I don't open with Jahan Moya Galamsey. When you win the power, we are Galamsey, one watching one. What was he doing? He was doing propaganda in that typical village. And I'm saying MPP must be careful. You are playing with a party that can do propaganda even with free SHS. And you think they can't do religious propaganda to have advantage over you? I mean, these are the facts. These are the realities you don't ignore. And I'm saying that I speak as analyst and strategist. I don't leave out certain factors. Because I know that politics, or that Biancon, Apoku, I mean, Bibia won't be.
Zoo.
Politics, don't notice, or by the way, Bibia won't be. See, my point is that sometimes when I hear the argument people make, I want to believe that people have not understood the issues. And I'm being very honest. And forgive me if maybe somebody might think that I'm sounding I believe a lot of people have not understood the issues. Because
explaining it.
Yeah, because you national chairman. You national chairman or general secretary. Because on you now you're trying to make Ghana for. So ye Mr. Timmy after Ghana for. JFK. You try now. You trying. So you can consider factors be today. Oh, mean if you chrome. Chairman if is in Dodo. You can make those arguments when it is internal issues. But when you are electing a candidate that you are going to sell outside, and you say, I'm not going to consider the market. I'm now going to elect any person, then I'll go and convince the market to buy. Or yeah, archaic marketing. Archaic marketing.
Say me the idea neighbor. I'm a convinced better. As opposed to say, Ubetie dear mepe, na dia breme.
So you need to know what is happening on the market before you decide. Now, ADAKABRI, you've not asked me that question, but there's something I want to use your station to address.
Which is?
Oh yeah, the issue of Mosi or Northern region.
Vice President.
Vice President.
Working tour.
Yeah. See, already Nankasano. Ghana Fuzi Yahu Yao Kakra. MP before. I mean, say for Kara. One of what things in a watch office, with air condition office or air condition room, no, I want things a me. And then I have for Trotron in. On yet in some part. People are not happy with certain things. And so, if state function is turned into political campaign, then conflicts are quite disturbing. What happened, Obian to Mkancham there on yet in a working campaign. But it's not even the campaign per se, but the issues that were raised in the campaign. For me, our issues are the party must sit up and stop it. They shouldn't allow it to happen again. The party should not allow what happened in the northern part of Ghana again. They shouldn't allow it to happen again. It's very important, ADAKABRI. And I believe there, the analysis I'm making, I'm not inciting any ethnic group against the other. That's what I'm doing. What I'm doing is that I'm doing analysis based on facts. But when I'm speaking, and I say something like, we are in minority. One woman is a busy, Mambea leader. But the majority group will always dominate us. Until one woman break through as a minority group. Let's comment, on what political party. Let me give you a date and tell you something that happened. And I want to tell this one to the party national executive. On the 6th of September, it was Tuesday, the vice president invited constituency chairman of our voter region to his office. And he said something which was very, very disturbing, like what happened in the northern part of Ghana, in the northern region. He told the people, and I want somebody to come out to deny it, that Votarians were a minority group in the party, just as he's also from a minority group. So they should join forces with him, so that if he can lead the party, tomorrow it will be the turn of the Votarians. So you could see that an effort is being made to incite the minority in the party against the majority. But the backbone of the party is the majority, the Akan community. So even if you have something against them, don't put it that way. Don't come out openly to say it like that. Because if even Ashanti region alone, if he Ashanti region alone from MPP obey a social club, on a political party, obey a social club. I think the party will be in opposition all the time and be enjoying in opposition. Obey meetings, so you don't speak like that if you're a leader. Especially when it comes to issue of ethnicity, the numbers don't favor you. Because if the numbers favor you, you can now brag or you can say it. But if the numbers don't favor you, you don't try it. And I'm saying that MPP must be careful to focus on areas that last election, let's focus, because whether you like it or not, NDC is most likely to win in those 9 regions again. Whether we like it or not, let's face it. NDC is most likely, if you are general secretary, listen to me. If you are party chairman, listen to me. I'm telling you the fact. NDC is most likely to win in those 9 regions they won last election again. So what you do is that you maximize your gains. What can we do from now so that all the 7 regions they win, we can increase our numbers, particularly in Ashanti region? Because I have said politics is a game of numbers and it's a game of strategy.
Don't miss these two. When you miss them, you are going to opposition.
Notable names and are joining vice president campaign. Opariansa, Idi has come up, and the Highlands are saying Opariansa Krana Moti and money sublimui. And I can see an amobati and the What do you make of Opariansa opting to work with the vice president? And somehow I topic relating to Alam.
Opariansa, I will be very circumspect with my comment, but I will say it. You know, my nature is that I say the truth, however bitter it is. I say it as it is. Just before elections, or national elections, just before that, Honorable Opariansa was supporting Alan Chamartin. I will put it on record. Just before that, after the elections, he contested the elections. By a general secretary position, and I think he had 50 votes or something like that against 2,800 and something votes that JFK had to win the elections. What tells me is that from that time, after losing that election, the way he did, maybe in Sembi Koda one maybe Obi are compensating. I'm saying maybe Obi are compensating for the loss. Because it's highly unthinkable there. Within that short time, Honorable Opariansa there. Now, the way he's eulogizing the vice president is as if he has worked with the vice president for almost 2 years. I think there, Opeyimbi Kanasam, Osine, he who merely knows right principle is not equal to him who lives by them. He who merely knows right principle. Merely knows right principle. It's not equal to him who lives by them. I believe politicians must learn to live by principle. Because principles don't change their tastes. No matter where you cook them. The taste of principle is the same. And I'm saying that people must learn to walk the path of principle. And why them about one? Because Honorable Opariansa Kasene, Vice President called Northern Region on campaign. But the tapes were about BBA audio were about the campaign. So what are you talking about? Wherein lies the principle here? I mean, if you've seen something, or because of one reason, whether it's a push factor or a pull factor, you have decided to join the vice president. At least be bold to speak the truth as they are. And the impression being created there, Obinumina, Wapa there, or my line, the vice president, for me, it is neither here nor there. The issue is that across one campaign, which is against the constitution of or the code of conduct of the party. So you don't go and sit somewhere and defend such thing. Anything that goes against the party constitution or the code of conduct of the party should be of concern to any MPP member.
Dear purport in the course were to say a breachy party code of conduct.
The party code of conduct is only campaign time. I mean, they've not given the go ahead or the green light for campaign. Into a presidential candidate. Hold on. At this track, I saw the NUC challenge on the economy. How to work on the economy to bring it to a level. Able to for one. That's the most important thing. Yes, for me, if you're a MPP member, that should be the most important thing, because whoever wins these elections, the economy now say cry, then it will be difficult for you to win the elections. So, as a party, especially the vice president being the head of the economic management team, the concern should be how to step up the economy.
But that will tell your story for you.
Yes. But I mean, every day. I gave you an example of Water Region executives going to his office every day, politicking.
And I'm saying that if it is allowed to do it, fine, that is his campaign. But the party has not given the green light for such a thing to happen. And I'm surprised I haven't heard anything from the party executives. Because
I feel a petition.
Yes, I'm happy they have done that. And the party must act quickly and stop those things. Because opposition to know on your easy, won't be saying this for most of it. Won't be saying this for most opposition to not. So when you have power, you don't toy with power the way it is being toyed with.
8-2-4. It's a fair I'm breaking 8.
And you want to break the 8 with things like that. I mean, let me tell you something. This one I'm going to say it on air. When I could be trade minister, I mean, I'm not catching them. I couldn't come there. Of who sit there on resign. No starting the campaign. Let me go catch them there. Hey, Charlie, I said, okay, no, ma'am, can't so bad. Some man, and I said, some man, catch them. Look very stupid. Also, be sent there. It say, me a campaign, we win, let's say, they win the power. I see. Intina or a hoa. Inti baby Ginebiano, the campaign, ma'am. Now, so economy. The time will come when I will join you on the foot so that all of us will work together. So you look at somebody thinking about how to make sure that the economy is brought back to the state and in the economy no. And for me, that is the way to go as a political party. Especially when I get the positions. One positions, directly, affect the economy. How many focus on the economy? The campaign time, MP before now when you mean power, all the lead the party. When the time comes, they will do it. I spoke to a person, Penyinibi, or Jubilee House. I won't mention his name. He had about 30 minutes. In fact, Penyin normal make the issue of principle. When you was in common or catch him there, I see 98. He supported Kufuor. Legon, 2007. He supported Nanado against, as he put it to me, Kufuor's candidate. That's what he told me.
As West used.
Yes, and he said it was based on principle, not because I love Nanado. That 2023, next year, I support the trade minister. On the same principle. I say my principle doesn't change. Even though the people change. And my principle doesn't change. The same principle on which I supported for against and Nanado against Alan is the same principle of which I'm.
So principles are constant and variable.
And I'm saying they don't change their taste depending on where you cook them.
Principles will not change their taste.
No matter where you cook them.
Does it shock you? Does it surprise you?
It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me because politics, will be our interest. I mean, if I believe that our ADAKABRI able to in power, that conviction I have will not change because you have done something to me.
The power now should be there.
Have conviction. The principle is gathered by a conviction.
Yes.
Have a conviction that ADAKABRI say yet to know Ghana for bottom. No one in tomb. Now, that conviction I have will not change simply because I want ADAKABRI I be move. So the moment you do something to anger me or to make me angry, then I say, tomorrow I say, no, ADAKABRI cannot win again because of what he did to me. So now Mr. A or Mr. B is the one who can win. Wherein lies the principle. And I'm saying that a conviction as to who should be the candidate for MPP will never change because of what the person does to me. And that is how we should live our lives. That is how We should allow our life to be guided by principles, convictions. We shouldn't allow our lives to be tossed around like then from a ball for her and then I say you're a fantastic human being, you can win election. The next moment, I've learned my lesson. He cannot win again. This one can win. And the next moment, this one can win. I mean, we don't live like that. That is why politics, sometimes people don't trust politicians. People must live by principle. And I'm telling you one principle. This is my personal example. Personal example. I've never said this anywhere.
Into the mic.
This is a personal example. And I want people to listen to me. I'm not into politics for money. Personal example. Nana Akufo-Addo, the president. And if he's listening, or any of his people can even attest, or Mr. Obri is my witness. Nana Obri is my witness. 2007, I had conviction that Lenchamatano was the person who could win as power. That was my conviction. So I was drawn to him by that conviction. Then the now president, Nanado, at the time, was also seriously looking for me in his camp. So he sent Mr. Obri to Cape Coast a couple of times to talk to me. But on a matter of principle, I didn't give Mr. Obri positive answer. So finally, Mr. Obri called me and told me the passport. I'm saying, Accra. No, I said, just call Cape Coast and give me the passport number. And that time, Nana was the foreign affairs minister. And he was making a trip to US. And he wanted to go with me. So my conviction, my principle, against something very attractive, I chose the path of principle. So I told Mr. Obri, and this one, anybody can ask Mr. Obri. I can't come and sit here and lie. I chose the path of principle. And I've never regretted it, and I will never regret it. I believe people must live by it. If a new binam, let's say you are convinced that Nipakono, Yobia, Obutumwamen, Tuma, let it be. No matter what the person does to you, no matter what the opponent tries, no matter how the opponent tries to, entice you or give you some incentives to get you, stick to your principle.
And if you are principled, Alfred said, we are convinced that we will be winning. Won't mean your continuous assessment. In Ruby, who said, Debbie, I feel they won't mean winning.
Yeah. See, that is why the issue of principle comes in. Because the principle is that you are convinced that the person can win. So it means at a point in time, if you are not convinced the person cannot win, because your principle is based on the conviction. That's what I'm saying. Principle is guided by conviction. That's the point I made. And I'm saying that so long as my conviction is that the person can win the election, no matter what the person does to me, will not change my position. Yes, my position on him. So that all of a sudden, you can't tell me that today Messi is the best player in the world. Then Messi scores against your team. The next day, Messi is not the best player of the world. Maybe Ronaldo is the best player of the world. So what it means is that you are not saying things because of conviction or principle. You are saying it because of what a person has done to you or what somebody has done for you. And for me, it is not the way to go.
Right. Yani E.G. Buckman, or a strategist, analyst, and a writer, and a aiding common. Now, yesterday, last Pelon. That is about this is here MPP Constitution say when 5 persons are putting their name forward, I will say super delegates a basu. Na a basu dia the first 5. Na and a become main contest. What are some of the dangers? What are the propaganda that can? What are the diabolic acts that superdelegates can bring about?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think superdelegating is very necessary. If you ask
It's a constitutional.
Yeah, I'm saying that yes, it's a constitutional thing, but I'm saying that it's not necessary. I mean, maybe they will say because of what happened in 2007, that is why they did that. But the most important thing is that if the superdelegate to 20 people are going to contest, it's not the same 20 people. Are you getting it?
I think you 5.
No, but 20 people are going to contest first before you get 5. So it's not about the numbers. It's not about just we are doing that to reduce the numbers. Allow people to contest straight away, because do you know what? We are talking about democracy, isn't it? Democracy, isn't it? A constituency like maybe Cape Coast South, where I come from, they have about 600 polling station executives, over 600. Okay? Now, the superdelegate thing, in that constituency, where we have about 600 people, the chairperson will have the right to vote for superdelegates, isn't it? MC will have the chance to vote, maybe some other people. So maximum of, let's say, 5 people, maximum 5 people are going to vote, as against over 600 people. Now, if the 500, the 5 people decide to vote for a particular person, okay, in that constituency, and the person wins all the 5, the person can now say that the whole of Cape Coast likes me. So that may not be the true reflection, because only 5 people out of the 600, over 600 people know what to abuse them. So the conclusion is that, when they did the superdelegate, Cape Coast people voted for me or voted for this person. Therefore, the person is popular and he's the person to vote for. And that's the danger, because when the number is small, people can easily buy. The essence of expanding the MPP delegates
is then defeated.
Because the people can buy.
And then come and showcase it. Say,
yes,
I'm here popular.
I'm here popular. It doesn't make sense. Honestly, it doesn't.
So
make
in this
sense.
instance, when one is the candidate of the grassroots and the other is the candidate of the establishment.
Yeah. So the establishment person can easily win the superdelegate, because the chief executives are appointees of the establishment, and they can be swept in line. Even though some of them have their own independent mind, majority of them can be swept in line. So the point I'm making is that you don't use that one as a yardstick, because anybody who wins will now do a propaganda with it. That you see, it is me that the party likes. Meanwhile, to say, well, perform and only 10%. But because of the means to influence, the means to buy the votes, the means to, if you like, threaten people, what will happen is that we'll end up voting for somebody. If, as a result of that, don't go for free there, so the means it may take the party into opposition. My little advice to MPP for you there, yes, maybe you were appointed by the establishment. Maybe somebody has invited you to his office a couple of times with some envelopes. What I want you to think about is that imagine MPP in opposition. How would your life be? And imagine MPP retaining power. How would your life be? Because if we become money conscious, it is possible we lose the power. But if you become power conscious, it is possible you will get money. And I want to repeat.
Say it again.
I'm saying that if you're an MPP person and you become money conscious at this time, it is likely, as a result of your money consciousness, you will lose power. But if you become power conscious and the party is able to retain power, you can then get money.
Okay.
So my advice to them:
be power conscious.
To be power conscious.
Not to be money conscious.
Not to be money conscious. Not to allow themselves to be manipulated by the system. Not to be controlled by the system. It's a secret ballot. When you get there, vote your conscience. Vote based
But
on.
do we know, say, super delegates be basu?
Let me tell you. Hey, what the intelligence I've gathered. Even if 2 people contest, granted, I'm just mentioning names. Let's say Kennedy Japan or Ejakun. Maybe
Ma'am, some few minutes. Now, I'm around up on this very important bit about super delegates and the diabolic ways that can be used. And then you would agree. Said there's been a case since 2015. There's been a case of the demise of MPP chairman in the Upper East region, Adam Hammer.
Yeah.
And then Gregory Afoko is standing trial until getting to the close of first prosecution. You know, and you sign a prosecution. You know, at me every year or be close one case, and then there was a submission of no case to answer from the side of defense, Gregory Afoko. And then what transpired in court, one of the lawyers who has been part of the defense team of Gregory Afoko, Anaya Osei, is on the line. Let's find out what is coming from the courtroom complex. Now, in Tikakra. Anaya Osei Yamoha. Lord, now we are what to saying. Yo, now you know say prosecution side in the case of Gregory Afoko, Republic versus Gregory Afoko and another no, every woman and then there was this preparation from your end say more call for submission of no case. We were expecting say by noon today, Nanka Yatibibi. So far, there in the free courtroom complex, Robert.
ADAKABRI, and that's it. To say that we can't do that, this person is not a standing trial. So, we back here now. I feel you. So, me and you are a standing trial. Now, for a Greg and Qualia. There's a key no question. Now, suddenly can't get you. Prosecution in the national include both Vitia and the 2 in our bedroom. A banner. The Rasuma accused persons and now more. You do much of them. Ramu quite. Sir, court before and you must have been a year. Over to me, I can't say court say. They are calling before no ever kind in Krubo, a dance deal. Or my Pinamono, and then Rakans, only Yano Crane, and it says only Yano Gra. It's as a Biani will a teacher almost said, "Woman, a year at the end of the 2 months." I don't know if it's submission of no case. The accused persons, the lawyers, I think it's July, June, no more baby. And of course, the issue said, and then, overshare. So, I mean, I lawyer for the Jama or more, Yabon course the Bayakia, and now no more Yakia, and no Batica. And no, now, what is all that to jar? Only a lawyer for 9 years. It's only a lawyer for 9 years. And Bramuno, not a was accused persons, no. As a bomb proof, and as a whole people defense. That is a sign of all. No mum, or the ruling the 2 Jano. Narepa, or say next week, about the Dakar task or Gazangasa. The lawyer for no bishim. Omushim no say. Omune otimoni nyagene. I will not or share on the submission of no case now. It be an appeal of them on the submission of no case.
Then just say, George, you know, one a defense lawyers, no, anya junior, neko we say, indeed, the accused, no, has a case to answer. And as the prosecution, no, has established on the face of it a case against the accused.
Hello?
Nana Temenka.
But your review.
Yo, now say, let me say, could we say judge and any accused persons and lawyers, and I say defense lawyers, and anya jini, I can say submission of no case, no, or no munya jina. Could we say now? The judges effect saying say accused persons they have a case to answer on the face of evidence abia diabano.
Sanity.
Jo adia na
Hello me ka say adwenkyerɛ a ɛwɔ nyina so wɔ mmere mu enti sɛ submission of no case no court na dwere ya to dwa no sɛ lawyer for so hwedi ɔbɔ hwedi na sɛ ɔmo saa ase ne nya adwene a ɛwɔ sɛ accused persons no bi ɔmo defense deɛ ɔmo bɔ ɔmo mfo deɛ na so ɛbrama ho kwani so betimi ayɛ appeal
jo
against the ruling on the submission of no case.
Right.
Minister, what you say?
Me be a Matthias, but such a movie, me be a Mentias, and you pay ya, na, and you're complete.
If you already asked me, yes, and beside Nankamachi, a be a be more down.
Yo, it is a Siano, dear Siano, a dear Nada, a year, 1 year, your boy acquired Duno, a dear Nada one in between me.
She say no, and me no. Court the other two just say, only I have only Yajini, and our name, all my album point no Yajini on the submission of no case. The decline. Let us say, I also was to every boom through. Original like a can't you win for a some area to almost one more identity to be on the friend. And I come and say, on the few more difference. One baby on the Kabia, God to go for to one. Said, yeah, God go for no elbow moon cry. Okay, to one.
You.
But
And I know what you know, Nana? Aha, what down who you met?
Aha, I don't know, Cosono. Or more opium with defense, or more come myself, yet to 2 months after that Cosono. Now ruling law. Court headed by on submission of no case. Lawyer for the share. Now, only court name Yardenia. And no make my appeal.
Yes.
But what did they make
on that particular score?
Aha. Now, on defense, someone opinions on a cost.
Yes.
Then, appeal against the ruling of the submission of no case. No. Should be a court appeal, let's say, Court of Appeal, name a lawyer for any opinion. Assembly. Baby, I want to club would be
you be trusting.
Yes, sanity.
Me and Shannon so say at the High Court, at the trial court, High Court, no, George Bacopen Naso. It is appeal because at the Court of Appeal, George me and San and a betraso.
Sir,
you. Nana, clear quick one, my
Gregory,
was he ever admitted to bail?
Oh, yes. When you saw the public knowledge.
Na fedi ntina oda ho dem.
Oh. So kaya. The man in court. Back man in bail. Emma omiti bail conditions in ya. ADAKABRI so be a kind of baby ada. Say bail conditions are high court need to Grega focus on when miti die. Ya kukudro kacheni panso wa. Nkata wo na edi adanse. Sabe mi ya actually say bail conditions no I am met. Nti mo wana me tisi obi say ye man bail no meet bail conditions are. Na ka nipa no madwim no onim de woka.
Nana me fancy na musa question bi am na ye question bi wo ma no. Dabi me musa on second thought. On second thought me musa.
Oh yeah. Ababa mfie mienu miensani o.
Just and I'm saying on second thought me musa na nkanya sa de a.
Ayo.
Nana nyame na
na ko to sia jama de sia. Na nya sa de a enu achi no. Ena court here gina service bill no watcham. So that is. It is here.
Ya me fancy ya. Na ya wasai nyame nhira ye de wase. Say Alicia na protracted cases ni bi owa eya na referee baby free. But then the way we see everyone a commentary on the case based on the true record of what was happening in court no. Why are the nyame nhira? Right. Nana ya wasai energy Gregory Afoko and Sensemono, and now he has to open his defense. And we will hear under cross examination, especially on how the state intends to say so finally, Agent Bachman, we have 90 seconds. I didn't adjust.
Intelligence
Senipa tu krana o ma ye ready so mo beba krana ye man nye 2 horse race ye be pebble sian finance rogue candidates
because we use the super delegate
as a conduit be shows say ba could be popular
because that one they can easily
manipulate it with money
appointees government appointees to be and Antonas also be with them.
Oba said the nuance of chiri mu. Yeah. It is a rogue candidate.
Yeah. So that's I'm saying that per what I've gathered, no. That is what is
because almost 5 for young coach for delegate. Almost 6 ebeko. It you know say you benya 1 or 2 rogue candidates. No my say 6 7. Then when you go super delegate. You go super delegates is so when they be first and when they be the second. Now when they be a distant third. Yeah, and
I'm saying that maybe in future the party should consider taking that thing off. That super delegate. Because super delegate. So if 30 people decide to contest, means there will be 30 people contesting for super delegate. It's not the same. It's not higher number. So why is the essence of a and there's this particular young man or friend actually a very interesting young man and I like being around him. Of Alan PSC.
Oh, Alan PSC, yes.
Very interesting. Alan PSC Michelle. I'm a bank and I'm into Onka.
Yes, also no. A Sunday, the birthday of my brother, my friend. Yadom Boachiamponsa. He's a great guy. He's an industrial relations expert, and he speaks very well. He speaks like a lecturer, like a teacher. Into Kwasiada, menene kwakot na baby. Wuramupa once memo. But now, you be coffee. The fear na yekon olako kuma ikene yebeko. Now it's been a great moment. Say yane E.G. Bachman. He's a writer. He's a strategist. He's political analyst, and I am not nasi. I didn't come kakra, and time and again, Obasan Abebim. The from ADAKABRI Mudu, Usiuma. Panyin kwaje dam yado na dim si abontene. Abrafre ma bankro ne nana yasafo ene hweye. Mageri ene nana akua. Wo mo so eta akire. Etini nyina ne se anwum wei ena me ba Mageri, me wo fase Mageri. Okokoto eye Anglican Secondary School Kumasi. Ye no ko dwaben secondary school. Eti anwum yi okọ SSA. And now what's the location of the school now? Otua. It's in the UK another school. The young country, this will progress 3 years further. As an young country.